Joe Coy, it's the Yo and Joe Show, yo. It's the Yo and Joe Show, yo. Hit your boy on the microphone with Joe Coy and Michael, yo.
Can you hear Heather?
Now I can.
Nice. Heather, yeah, she sounds good.
Thank you.
Are we rolling?
Rolling in the deep. Hi.
No, do that. That's Heather McDonald,
I'm
everybody.
An excellent singer.
See, no one knew that about you.
Nobody knows it, and my kids don't appreciate how great I am.
You know what? Here's the thing about kids, especially people in our position. Heather McDonald, by the way, and this feels so good. Michael Yo was supposed to be here.
That was you. Okay.
And, you know, he tries to act like he's busy at Insider.
Yeah.
He's like the fourth dude that they actually use to interview people. So I don't know how he's busy all the fucking time.
Right.
Because every time I watch the show, it's like, oh, yeah, and real quick, Michael Yo, what's the red carpet look like tonight? It's not even the full red carpet thing. He's like, well, I'm down here. I'll have some shit for you tomorrow. And then that's it. Right. But yet he's always busy.
He's always busy.
He'll get here. I think he does it on purpose to make it look like he's doing shit.
Yeah. But he did tweet that picture of he and J-Lo. That gave him some credit.
I think, okay.
But I have a picture of J-Lo and I. And
yeah. But you and Jay talk.
We're best friends.
Yeah, and Mike doesn't. Mike like comes up from behind and goes, hey, do you mind real quick? And then snaps it. And then posts as if like hanging with J-Lo. Like, get the fuck out of here.
I know, but I kind of love it. I kind of love how shameless he is.
He doesn't give a shit.
No.
Every selfie that he takes. Ernie, are you okay? We have a fucking podcast. I just told Heather, because Heather's interested in starting her own pod, which is going to happen real soon, you guys. So get ready for Heather's pod.
Yeah.
But now I'm kind of embarrassed that I actually suggested you. This is fucking embarrassing. Is this what you want, Heather? You want a producer that's scrunching around on a goddamn bench and microphones falling? Yeah, I can run your podcast for you, no problem. It's easy. We got cameras, we got everything. It's gonna be noisy, but it's a pod. Like, what the fuck, Ernie? I bragged about you.
He did. He listen. Joe was at my house last night. Our sons go to the same Catholic school.
This is real.
They're in the same class. Why any teacher? There's two classes in the sixth grade. Why someone would put the two sons of stand-up comics together in the same classroom, and then they decided to do a science project together. I'm like, really? You pick another stand-up child to be your partner when there's scientists and doctors at the school? What the hell?
But let's just say one thing, Heather.
They're so
It's
cute.
not only just that we're stand-up comics, but everyone at this tiny little orphan school that they're going to, because it's really just like a fence with two buildings, and we pay like BYU tuition for them to fucking add 2 + 2. It's I'm gonna say it, Heather. It's a little bullshit.
I went there. I'm alum. I'm alum.
She's an alum. They actually have her picture in the fucking lobby.
In the 8th grade graduation picture, I'm with other people, not just me alone, like the dry cleaners. I am at the dry cleaners.
Almost, your kids should never go to the same high school that you went to.
Oh my God, my stepdaughter's at the same all-girl Catholic high school. I love it.
It's the creepiest shit.
It is weird. It's like, I still get like weird and nervous. And like, if I do something at the school, I'll have horrible dreams that I'm still at the school and I have homework due. Yeah. Yeah. It comes back to haunt me.
Heather, let me just tell you, everyone at that school knows that, especially when we were on Chelsea together,
they
all knew we were, they all knew those were the kids of the Chelsea Lately cast. And you know what I mean? And they know that we're fucking comics. Why did you put them in the same class?
Oh my God. So now that Chelsea Lately's done, I finally could volunteer in the classroom. Okay. Try to be like a real mom. Yeah. Like they say, sometimes when I don't know what's going on, Drake will be like, call a real mom. Uh-huh. And then I call like one of my friends that know what's going on in school. So I said, okay, so I'm doing this project with the kids, and it was like you had to do these Egyptian masks and put these things on their faces so they're laying down. So I'm like joking around, being like, hi, welcome to Burke Williams and all this stuff. And Drake and little Joe are laughing right here. And the other mom goes, what are you boys doing? And I'm like, I just didn't say anything. She goes, isn't one of those boys your son? And I said, no. I said, and I picked out like a cute brunette girl, and I go, that's my daughter. And she's like, oh, because she didn't know who I was. And then I'm like, Drake's like, yeah, you shouldn't come back in the classroom, Mom. Like, you just... And he even recognized what a bitch this woman was being to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I'm telling you, I don't like this school.
No, yes, you do.
Okay, I do.
It's the best.
It is the best.
It's so nice.
I think I love to hate it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Maybe because maybe it's a little jealousy. I went to public school with no lunch.
Oh, well, let me talk about lunch right now for a second, okay?
Yeah.
Because I was gone all weekend in Boston doing stand-up, feeling like a bad mom.
Yeah. Well, you should.
And my younger son had been sick for a couple weeks, so he's very thin.
Yeah.
Like, very thin. And
I saw him last night.
Looked really thin. So I'm trying to fatten him up. So I said, listen, I'm going to get you In-N-Out. I've never done that in my life, delivered In-N-Out to them with a shake. So I gave it to him, and then Drake's lunch was later, the 6th grade. So I wrote, love the best mom ever. So I had no idea what your situation was with your son.
Oh, it's
so
bad.
Joseph is over, and I said, Joseph, I mean, how good of a mom I am. I brought him In-N-Out. I'm like, Drake, were you was everyone jealous of what a great mom you have? And then he's like, well, Joseph's dad brings him hot lunch from a fast food place every single day.
Yeah, that's true.
And enough for the friends.
Yep. And I buy the security guard food.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I go, what? And then,
Heather, can I just brag about myself for a second?
Yeah, that is so nice. I mean, that's incredible.
I do kind acts all the time, and it's best to leave untold because they'll tell their own story eventually.
Well,
and the reason why I say that is because when I was a kid, we were so broke.
Yeah.
And when my mom did bring me McDonald's for the first fucking time, and it was the last time, by the way, and then she had to do it, and she was not happy. But I remember that McDonald's meal forever. And you know how you said you...
Do you think Drake's going to remember the In-N-Out from yesterday
No,
forever?
but what I'm trying to get at real quick, and I just want to say it real quick because I don't want to forget because my short term is gone, and I just started drinking ginkgo biloba, and it's not working because I can't even say the right name for it. I know it's ginkgo biloba, and it's supposed to help me with my memory. What is it, Ernie? What's it called, Drunk Brady? Ginkgo biloba. It's supposed to help you with your memory.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Okay,
so
go
anyways, what were we talking about? No. Anyways, you said I was on a Boston trip.
Yes.
And I felt like a horrible mom.
Yeah.
Now, I'm on me.
Yeah.
I'm on every week.
Right.
So I don't see my son. And that's why when I'm home Sunday, Monday,
that's so
Tuesday,
nice.
Wednesday, I drive to his school and bring him that hot lunch just to see him for that 5 minutes, just so he knows.
Yeah.
Daddy was on the road, but when he's home, he brought me lunch.
No, I think it's so sweet. And you know what Drake said?
What?
He goes, well, that's because he only has one kid. Because I have 3. So I was like, well, I'm glad that you don't compare it. And I said to little Joe, I go, do you expect it or are you grateful? And he did say, I'm grateful.
Oh,
he's so cute.
He's a good boy.
He's really good. He's really good. He's really good.
Yeah. I took everything away. And you know what's funny is, because he's not doing too well in his,
Drake's not doing well either. It pisses me off. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Did you take everything away?
During the week, I did. There's no Xbox during the week. There's no
You
Xbox
don't.
during the week. No.
You know how I know you didn't take anything away? Let me tell you how I know. And I'm going to let all the listeners listen to this. Drunk Brady, you hear this? Okay. Go to a wide because I want to see Heather's reaction. So this is how I know you didn't take everything away from your son.
Yeah.
Okay. My son and her son are paired up for this science project. Okay.
Yeah.
Her son is a fucking prodigy at golf. A prodigy. Guess who's here, everybody?
Oh my God, it's Michael Yo.
Michael, sit down.
Sit down.
Mike, you got to hear what I'm talking about right now. Heather's son and my son have been linked up together to do this
science project
at
together. The Catholic school.
Horrible. Now,
worst idea ever.
Now, Drake. Now you know my son's not doing well. You've heard it in my act, and I just that wasn't uncalled for. He's very bright. Oh no, I said I'm not bright, but he's not doing too well. That's what I'm saying. Because of Mike, can I just establish that?
Words all the time. You're not bright, Joe. You're funny, but you're not smart.
Well,
it's
you have
fine.
to be smart to be funny.
He lost his wallet last night, by the way.
Fuck, man.
How'd you lose your wallet, dude?
Wait, get to the thing about
Mike,
Drake being
you're
a...
taking it to a completely chaotic
Well, you
situation.
tell me about the kids.
Okay.
That's not yours. Is not smart.
Go.
This is why
Go,
I don't
Joe.
want him here sometimes.
Okay.
So this is what happened.
Yes.
I go, Heather, how's your son doing? He's not doing too well. I go, are you taking stuff away? She goes, I've been taking stuff away. I go, no, you haven't. You know why I know you haven't been taking stuff away? Is because your son is a golf prodigy. Her son is amazing at golf.
Is he really
He's
amazing?
good.
He's amazing at golf, and he's only, I think he just turned 12.
Yeah, he's 12.
But he's still kind of 11. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's fresh 12.
Fresh
so he's
12.
He's like still
Straight
sharding.
out of the oven.
He's
12.
still sharding. It's that 12 you don't shart yet. This one he's still like,
That's
I think
disgusting.
something just came out.
Yeah.
So,
Okay,
so check it out.
that's disgusting.
Come on, listen.
I am
Yeah.
listening, Joe.
So they've been paired up for this science project. Okay,
They weren't paired up. They chose to pair each other up, which pissed me off.
Okay, that's
go on,
fine.
go.
But what I'm trying to get at is, I know you didn't take anything away from this kid because the science project. Peter, her husband, calls me and goes, "Meet me at the golf course. We're going to measure the distance of how far Drake hits these fucking balls." I'm like, you didn't take anything away from this kid. They're just having
But what'd you take away, Joe?
I took away everything. My son doesn't golf. He doesn't have his phone. He doesn't have PS3, 4, whatever, Xbox.
What are you talking about? He has it in this room.
And I took away the controllers.
Did you really?
Yes.
For what?
And I took away his Beats by Dre. He's got a DJ system in there that's completely fucking useless.
Okay, why'd you take it away? Because he's not smart?
What was the report card? What grade?
Michael, you say that one more time, I'm going to kick those fucking noodles out of your head. He is smart. He's very smart.
What was the report card?
He's not applying himself. Huh?
What was the report card?
F's all the way through. But no, I'm joking.
No.
My son has, right now, he's got a 2.5. I want him at a 3 point.
Oh, my God. Drake, 2.71. That was the worst report card he's ever gotten, and I was furious. We were really pissed.
Yeah, because they're being lazy.
I'm like, absolutely, you should be getting no C's.
Wait a minute. What is it? Is it out of a 3 or a 4?
3.0 would be like all B's. 4.0 is all A's.
Okay, gotcha.
So it was mostly B's and a couple C's. Not okay.
So both of you are happy with mediocrity.
No, I'm not happy with it.
So you want
Why
a
did they
3.0?
Yeah, I mean, well, I just exactly.
The thing about Michael, I will say this, okay? You like to divert attention from your flaws.
No, I was just listening. It's called listening.
No,
it's called listening.
No, it's called diversion. Are you listening now? Let me speak and then fucking react. That's all I'm asking.
I've been listening and I react.
You're not.
God,
you just said
Michael,
the sound
shut
of
up.
the sound of the slurping noodles is amazing.
This is horrible pod. Just listen.
No, this is real.
Okay, Heather and I have kids that are very smart. They're just not applying themselves.
Listen,
what you're doing is you're diverting the attention from your flaws, and then you're pushing it on our kids. You want everyone to not notice how fucking horrible of a person you are, and you're putting it on our kids.
I'm eating noodles right now.
Exactly.
I just want to say,
yes, Heather.
Both the boys are very good looking and have great personalities.
That's all that matters.
In the end, They one good thing about the science project is that they're going to be the first people to do it, so they get a couple extra points for being first.
Yes.
And
what are they doing? Can I ask?
They're doing that golf thing. They're seeing how far different golf balls go.
I wasn't making it up, Michael.
No.
I thought they were just playing outside.
Do you know the project that they wanted to do before my husband and I got involved?
What's that?
They said we're going to drink gallons of milk and see who throws up the fastest. That was their original idea.
Whose idea?
To put the boys together.
No, but one of them was the leader.
That's
a
mutual.
That mutual idea together.
These two kids. And you got to remember, this is when I went to bring my son lunch one day, and all three of her kids were marching out, happy, by the way. And I go, Peter, where are you going? And then Peter goes, oh, they have lice.
Your kids have lice?
Last year.
They had to come back to school bald. It was the funniest shit. Well, and Drake didn't give a shit.
No, is that embarrassing as a parent?
They came back looking like Marines. Peter just goes, I'm just going to cut their hair really short.
Now, let me ask you, but that doesn't embarrass you as a parent that your kid has lice?
No, what was embarrassing is that I had it. And then Chelsea made me go home. I paid hundreds of dollars for the lice fairy to come, get it out of my hair. I went back to work and she's like, get the hell out of here. And then the cold open was... Chewy roller skating like a bug in a huge picture of my roots.
Yeah.
And they gave me gray roots.
Yeah.
And they sang, lice, baby.
Lice, baby.
And I'm like, no wonder they wanted me to go home because they didn't want me to see this cold open until I got home.
I love the way your kids reacted, though. It was the funniest thing. They didn't care. They were so happy.
Oh, my God. They were so happy. They
were walking out like, yo, let's do this lice thing.
Let's get out of here.
We're
out of here. How long are you
Shave
out
my
lice?
head. I am watching Family Feud today.
2 days?
Yeah.
But they are good kids, and this school cost a lot of money.
Oh, this is the expensive school, right?
Yes.
Oh,
it's not nearly as expensive as if it wasn't Catholic.
God. Let me tell you. Okay, you know what, Mike? I'm going to tell you exactly how expensive this school is.
If it was no religion.
They don't $35,000 a year, right?
It's about $100,000 a year.
No, it is not.
Well, let me calculate for you. There's tuition. And then if you don't...
Gas money.
There's gas money. There's also mandatory shirt days. You know what I mean? The shirt goes to donations. You know what I mean? it's like free dress up day, but they have to wear the shirt that the parents purchase, so it goes to donations to the school. It's some sly crap. You know what I mean? Like, it's casual day. You can wear jeans, but you have to wear this shirt. But this shirt, your dad has to pay for. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's like
they do that kind of crap.
Right.
I shouldn't say crap. It's a Catholic school.
And they'll kick your kid out if you talk bad about the school.
Oh, heck.
They probably listen to this podcast, and your kid probably doesn't have a school.
No, I said I want. Joe and I are going to do career day. We're going to do career day together.
That'd be amazing.
And we should videotape it.
Michael, Heather went to the school when she was
We should do career day podcast. We should do the podcast career day.
Uncensored, though. Unplugged.
Oh, yeah. That'll
get played out a lot.
That we couldn't do.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can't say any bad words when we're there.
I like the idea, though. I like the idea.
They have a fundraiser every... Oh,
Don't
I got a bone to pick.
Judge on how much money they give to the school.
Michael, check this
because
out.
my son was... Okay, Peter worked it out, of course, because he's like a math genius. He's like, during one of the things, he said... you're going to sell, it was raffle tickets, and we're going to buy them all, and this way you'll win the prize. Oh, this was it. If you sell a certain amount of tickets, you get 3 free wristband days to go to the carnival.
They have a carnival there.
And Peter figured, we'll win it because if I buy this many, that's how much 3 days of wristbands will cost, and no one's going to sell that many tickets.
Hold on. If her kid is the top salesman.
He's the top salesman.
You're going to love this story.
Hands
Listen.
down. He's the top salesman. We got it down.
Tell him how many you sold.
Last day.
Tell him how many you sold.
I don't remember.
It was a lot. It was a lot.
I can't remember.
I can't
Hundreds.
remember.
But at the last minute, Joe Coy writes a check, and his son wins. I was like, what do you mean you didn't get the 3 wristbands? Like, we had all the math worked out. And he's like, oh, because Joe's dad got back from the road and bought them all.
But you bought them all.
No.
I
did, Michael.
We sold and bought. But,
she bought a
still,
ton.
we bought a ton, but then he
Check
bought more,
out.
so we didn't win first prize.
This is what Heather
Little
and
Joe
Peter
won
ass,
first prize.
dude.
This is
He
what
didn't
Heather and
know.
Peter did.
And that's why your kid's dumb right now, because he's not learning
Mike, you call my
responsibility.
son dumb one more time, I'm going to shove that fork up your ass.
Joe.
He's not dumb.
Joe.
He's not dumb.
He's not taking any responsibility. You didn't have him sell 1 ticket, and you just buy them all. That's
Do you
the
think
easy way
any
out.
of those kids sold one fucking
Nobody's
ticket?
knocking on doors and asking.
It's a school for the rich. Do you think any of those fucking kids are knocking on doors? They
That's
don't
the
even know
problem
what
with today's
doors are.
society. It's no hard work anymore.
No, and Girl Scouts, it's all women like
my
asking
God.
their friends
you know
on
what I did?
Facebook.
There was
My
a-
dad made me go door to door
Yeah,
and
but
sell
you-
shit.
But you are
Because he was
black.
hoping you'd be kidnapped.
That's
Your
true.
dad is black.
Yeah. Maybe you should be
He
more
didn't
black
want you
to your
home.
Kid. Huh?
He didn't want you home. Get out there and sell them motherfucking cookies.
I didn't sell
Half black motherfucker.
What if we found out?
Sell them motherfucking cookies, Michael. And don't come back until all them motherfucking boxes is gone.
Were you a Girl Scout selling cookies?
No,
Apparently,
I've never sold anything. I just sell the candy bars for the football team.
the candy bars.
You know those chocolate, disgusting candy bars everybody has to sell?
For $1.
For $1.
and they've got to stop that. Like,
They
our
do.
kids are fat. Stop with selling food.
Tell me about it.
Like, no.
As he's cramming this.
As I'm cramming
As
broccoli,
he's- as he's-
broccoli,
As he's cramming.
broccoli,
Oh, God. Are you done?
broccoli in my mouth. Go ahead, fat boy.
I lost 30 pounds.
Yeah, but you gained
Where the
15
hell
back.
did you lose? When were you 30 pounds
See,
heavier?
nobody even notices. That's
There's
what I'm
no
saying.
way you lost 30 pounds. There is no way you were 30 pounds fatter.
You
Go to my
gained some of it back,
Instagram.
Joe.
Go to my Instagram.
You
No, I
gained.
didn't.
No, you did.
Oh, my God.
You did. I'm just being honest. I'm a friend.
Let's just get to topics because Michael
Yeah.
Yo
What are
will
the topics?
fucking ruin.
Tell it. Let's do
He will ruin
let's do old
all
school.
the pod.
Let's do some Chelsea lately.
Okay,
Like
well,
what's
here's-
in pop culture and talk about it. Come
Okay,
on. What's happening?
Let's go ahead and start with this.
Okay.
You ready for this
Yeah.
one? Mm-hmm. I posted a video of Iggy rapping.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful.
It is
Terrible.
like,
Where did
and I
you
don't want to hate because you know what I mean. Like I said before, there's different genres in everything: comedy,
Right.
acting, hip hop. There's a place for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if that's the new style of hip hop, you know what I mean. Then people will go towards that, gravitate towards Iggy. But I'm gonna say this was pure shit on stage. I gotta.
But
wish
can
we
I
could
can
show
I
it.
can I let you know, like when people say I don't want to hate, but they post a video of somebody doing something awful?
Well, wait,
that is
where?
hating.
Can I just ask you what do you mean? She was like doing a live show and it
kinda
was
like-
it was
okay.
bad.
It was like with no music underneath her.
And then I put the Rugrats in there.
All right, Joe.
I think I understand the run rag a little better. Hold on. Yeah. I definitely understand what the little rugrat baby is saying.
That's funny.
Hold on, one more time. Let's give Iggy one more chance,
One
and
more
then the
chance.
rugrat one more chance.
Okay.
And you tell me who you understand clearly. I swear to God, I understand everything this little kid's saying.
That's so wrong.
Yep, I totally understand. 55, 50, 55, 55, 55.
You know,
He's doing
let
an
me tell you-
auction. He's auctioning off something. But Iggy, P to the pop, pop to the peep, keyboard pound, I take a crap, or something like that. My mouth took a crap, or something like that. Hold on. That's funny shit.
Okay. Do you
Yes,
know
sir.
Iggy's story?
Please
She's
tell
from-
us.
What is it?
She's from Australia.
Australia.
She loved rap music. She moved out here when she was like 14 or 15 years old to Texas.
Okay.
And
What
just
part of Texas?
In pursuit, I don't know. Just in pursuit of rap.
Oh, really?
So she funded her own self, made her
At
connect.
15, her parents didn't
Yes.
come
No,
with
she
her?
left. She wanted to be a rapper. So at least she put in the work.
That's cool.
You know, like the American dream, and she's living it.
She's 19
but she
now,
can't
right?
rap. But she can't rap. You're right.
How old is she, though? Seriously.
Nah, I think like 22, 23. She's dating, what's
Wow.
his name from the
From
LA
the
Lakers?
LA Lakers, yeah.
Yeah,
Who?
that guy.
What's his name?
No, I know. She met him on Instagram.
Oh, what's his name?
God,
I know.
what's his
I'm not a
name?
Lakers fan, so I don't know.
He's one of the new guys.
He's one of the black guys there.
Yeah, he's
No.
one of the black guys, for sure. Oh, by the way,
Good for her.
Michael Yo, how is Insider doing?
He's great.
Okay.
I just came from there.
So what else is happening that we can talk about in pop culture?
Pop culture. I don't know.
Taylor Swift.
Oh my God!
I'll tell
yeah.
you this, Taylor Swift. You know that there's going to be 572 new like .com type of things, like .porn, .adult.
Really?
So she went
Yeah.
ahead and bought Taylor Swift .porn and Taylor Swift .adult so that no one else could have it. And I actually think that's like really genius.
Have you bought yours yet?
I kind of want people to do Heather McDowell porn.
Yeah.
I kind of was like, I don't know how much it is, but I don't know if that's
It's
going to
not
be a
much
huge
at all.
concern.
I think it's
Like
like
$80.
yeah, a month.
Yeah.
I mean a year.
Yeah.
That's it. You can get your name.
It's like GoDaddy.com. You can buy it right
Yeah,
now.
but I mean, people
Oh,
should
wait.
start doing
Yeah,
that
yeah,
for
for
sure.
sure.
And especially if you have like a young daughter that you think would be in porn, like
Well, that would help 'em out
then-
if you bought
right,
it.
bought it and save it so
Yeah,
that
so-
when they become
Hey,
a big
honey.
porn star, look what we got you. You're 18 and it's Peaches, whatever your name is.
like if your son isn't smart and may become a porn star
I'm
later,
gonna
you.
fucking kick you in your face.
I'm just saying, for example, somebody's
Say it one
son.
more time.
Somebody's son isn't smart.
No.
My son is very smart.
I know he is.
Okay,
He is.
you better stop.
I'm
He's
playing.
smart and he's adorable.
He
and
is
he's
adorable.
Very adorable.
So
and he
cute.
likes you, Mike.
I like
He's
him a
one
lot,
of the
too.
few people in this household that actually
Yeah.
like you.
Yeah, thank you, Joe.
Heather, by the way, Heather has a column in, what is it again?
In Touch.
In Touch magazine.
Cheesy magazines.
So make sure
but
you
I
read
love
her.
it.
Does she have a
because
copy of it
I
in her
happened-
bag?
because
That's
I was
what I would
like,
call
'cause
promotion right there.
No,
Yeah.
because I was like, I don't know if like it's old school. Like if we're
Does
gonna make
anybody
a
read
comic.
Give it,
anymore?
give it. Give me the magazine, Heather.
I'm
Where
in
is
the
it?
back,
It's always
in the back. But I just do it, and then so that's that's my topic for tomorrow.
Heather,
is
it
the
doesn't,
Taylor
this
Swift.
does nothing down here on the thing. We have to show
Oh.
the camera.
I'm hiding it.
There it is right there.
So anyway, they send me a little thing, and I just write a little.
And then
thing.
you write a little thing
Yeah,
about
but
it?
I
How long
think
you been
it's
doing
cool. Like over a
It's
year.
pretty cool. And she always does it about her friends. That's the funny thing. So it's just
No,
kind
like
of
one.
biased every fucking
Well, one
time.
time was like, who would you
Kimmy's
put?
really cute in this new outfit
They would
from-
no, that's not true. It was like
from
one time they
Sears.
were like, who would you put in the female Ghostbusters of like 6 months ago? And I said Lonnie Love. I put Lonnie Love.
Yes.
Oh, of course.
But yeah, if I can give somebody
She's the
a
only one you
job.
said?
No, I said
Oh.
I said like Lonnie Love, Melissa McCarthy,
Leslie Jones.
Tina Fey, and Kristen Wiig were the four
Oh,
I put.
that's great.
And then they asked me who the guy should be, and I gave it to Kevin Hart.
Uh-huh.
Who else did I say?
Uh,
Kevin Hart.
what's his name?
Oh, Channing Tatum.
yeah.
Will Ferrell.
Kevin Hart, and Joe Coy. That's very nice.
No, she didn't say Joe Coy. No, she didn't
very
say Joe
nice.
Coy.
Actually,
Kevin
that
Hart,
would be
Channing, Will Ferrell,
good.
yeah, and Joe
because we
Coy.
need an Asian.
You would be, yeah. There's
funny
never any
Asian.
Asians in Ghostbusters.
I ain't afraid
Oh
no
my God,
motherfucking
yeah.
ghost.
That's right. They need to make an Asian version. Now, they're going to make a
Absolutely.
female version and a male version? Is that how-
That's the talk that they're definitely doing a female version, but
But
then
why
they
would
said
they make
is a
a male
male
version?
version. They said should there be a male version too? My question was should they also do male? I'm like, yeah, who cares? It's fun. Who gives
Yeah.
a shit?
Yeah. I love this magazine. You guys
Yeah.
are doing big things. man, both of
Taylor
you.
Swift also is. She took all her music off Spotify a while back. And now
Did? Who?
Taylor Swift took all her music off Spotify because they didn't pay her enough. So now she's teaming up with Jay-Z to do a brand new music streaming system called Tidal.
Can I ask you a question on that, Michael? Do they have, when you're somebody like Taylor Swift, who I feel is probably bigger than Jay-Z at this moment in time, does she have to collaborate with Jay?
But
Then don't you
powerful
think
people
that's-
getting with powerful people is
a
very
smart
powerful.
move?
Oh, it's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's unlike
Wasn't she
putting
gonna
why-
have? Didn't she have brunch with Jay-Z and
Beyonce.
and Baby North and
Yep. That
Blue
was
Ivy?
that was
Didn't
to,
the 5 of them have a lunch together?
They were at the Grammys together. Yeah. They were all together in that they were talking
Did that
business.
brunch happen though?
Yeah, I don't know if it
'Cause
happened.
I remember they saw her say, "Let's go to brunch." They and then they said, "When is the brunch?" And I said, "Only if they bring the babies would that be good."
Well, something happened because they're all together now.
Yeah.
That's
So,
cool.
I
think it's cool.
Can I tell you what I hate?
What?
Yes.
Driving here, freaking people on bicycles in the road.
Unbelievable.
Can we get them off the road? I don't care if you ride a bicycle out there. You need to stop riding on the road. Use the sidewalk.
Use the sidewalks.
That's all I'm saying.
But there is no sidewalks up to your house.
Well, they need to make them because I'm sick of people and then I'm supposed to be courteous to them. When they're taking half of my lane.
Yeah.
You're one bike.
You're a
and don't give me attitude when I get close to you in my car. You're in my lane.
Yeah.
I know.
I feel you on that.
I'm terrified of hitting.
Yeah, I hit
cyclists.
them because they don't
Good.
know what hit them anyways. So I'm already long gone before
I
they
don't
get
hit
up.
them. That's bad.
Karma will get me, but I will tell you this: there's no cars on my side. Of the
No, I'm
fucking
talking
road.
about bicycles. Now, not on people on motorcycles.
Yeah,
You hit
ring
people-
with the basket in the front. Good night, motherfucker. Learn how to ride a bike on a sidewalk. It's a narrow hill.
It is.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I drive a beautiful car. I don't want to see your huffy swaying in and out of the lane as if you're drunk. I'll hit you.
It is. Scary.
I didn't take it that far.
I'm scared.
But I just don't like, and I don't like motorcycles being able to go between lanes and then rev up their engine next to you.
That pisses
It scares
me.
me. It scares me.
That pisses me off. And get this: I was driving. 405 is notorious for those guys.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
They're the worst on the 405. They go in and out of the carpool lane all the time. If you're not from LA, visit the 405 and the 10, and then bring a gun because you're going to shoot somebody.
Or they'll shoot you.
right there.
Or they'll shoot you.
Yeah, but this is what pissed me off. I was going on the carpool lane, and usually they're swerving in and out of us,
Mm-hmm.
right? All of a sudden, there's emptiness on the carpool lane where you should be fucking hitting about 100.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Enjoy that moment while you can. This fucking Harley is going 60, and the cars in the regular lanes are speeding past him. So
And clearly, he shouldn't be in the carpool. It doesn't
No!
count.
I hate those people that go
But-
slow in the
but what
carpool
pisses-
lane.
But does he have a passenger?
This is what pisses me off. This
He
is what
shouldn't
pisses
have.
me off is when it's bumper to bumper, he's in and out and honking and revving and
Yeah.
pissing, mad that we're not opening up the lane for him. But now that there's a clear lane for us to speed, he's slowing the fuck down on a motorcycle. So I fucking
Tailgated him.
I fucking went past him to where he had to move into the other fucking lane.
Oh, good for you.
I gave him that little hey, I'm on you, so
Uh-huh.
fucking move, and he moved. But still, it's
Did he give you a look?
Yeah, he gave.
They
me a
like to
look.
give you looks.
They like to. Give
I got a
you
look the other day on the freeway
Yeah.
by a motorcycle dude. Like,
Do you think
just-
maybe he recognized you from?
No,
your
no, no,
work?
no, no. He wanted to shoot me.
Yeah.
But he didn't have a gun because I don't play with motorcycles.
But I will say this, man, it is a family out there. These motorcycle.
Oh, yeah.
riders,
Oh,
and
they'll get you.
They'll get you, and I know I'm part of that family because I drive a scooter.
No, you do drive a scooter.
I have a scooter that hits about 40 miles per hour tops, and when I'm on the road, I'm like that too. I'm very
Where do you
aggressive.
ride the scooter around? Just around the
in and out of
neighborhood?
Beverly Hills or something when I want to get like a nice
He's
like a latte when I
Really?
want to take the hill over and
I
not
think
take my
that's very.
car.
I just think that's very dangerous.
It is. He takes
Oh, it's
it
very
over the
dangerous.
He takes
I
it
just.
over the
Why
hill.
would you risk being a paraplegic at one point? Basically, it's
Here, can I tell you why?
why.
Because I don't have to wait 2 hours for that coffee going over the hill. I'm there in like 30 minutes.
You have
And
a
everyone's
Starbucks down
pissed.
the street from here in Sherman Oaks.
Yeah, you do.
It's a little different down there. They
You
have
get
more
recognized
shops.
more?
They have more
I've
shops.
seen
yeah.
Joe's fallen off his scooter before in traffic.
That is
Twice.
crazy.
Dude, that is scary. He used to always meet me at my house, and he would drive his scooter with a big ass helmet. It was a whole scooter clan. It was like four of them.
Yeah, we rolled
Would
deep.
rolled up.
You
Yeah,
do?
yeah.
You have friends that have scooters too? Oh
There was
my
a
God,
point
this
where I
is
had 3
awesome.
scooters at my house. I bought them all. Now I
That's
gave them away
great.
like candy.
No.
Oh, you got smart.
Yeah, I gave them.
Good
I
for
gave
you.
2 away. But I have the one. It's beautiful. You want it?
No, I don't, and I don't want my kid ever on a motorcycle.
No,
ever.
don't. You know I almost lost my life.
Well, no, but
Look at that.
There's nothing on there.
no, there's a scar and there's no hair growing on it.
Okay, I have.
I'm good. I don't need to see
wait,
anymore.
what are you
I don't need
doing?
to see anymore. I'm blessed that you're still here.
Do
Put
you
your
want to
pants.
see the thigh?
No, I really
No.
don't.
No, we don't.
I don't want to see the thigh. Do you think the kids at home do?
I'm going to show you. This is. I have to show you the thigh. Look.
You're so white.
Look.
What is that, meat
That's
coming
where
out?
that's where my bone popped out.
Oh.
By being on a scooter, exactly what I'm saying.
Motorcycle.
Well, still, motorcycle scooter.
Almost died.
Lamest idea ever.
I was in the hospital for 6 months, 5 surgeries, Heather.
How? When was that?
It's 15.
Oh,
And I was rolling hard.
so that happened, and you still continue to go on motorcycles and scooters.
Well, not murder cycles. I don't know what word that was.
motorcycles.
I don't know what you were saying. In Touch magazine column.
Just-
Is a motorcycle. Just a little bit of a seizure at the end of that word. What were you doing at 15 on a motorcycle? like the tape came apart in her tape deck. That's a horrible reference. Kids don't even know about tape decks.
No, they don't.
My son saw a tape cassette and he had no idea what the fuck it was.
Oh, did you see that video of when they showed kids VCRs and they didn't know what to do with it?
I have one.
That's really funny.
I have a
Have you ever
Vine.
seen that?
No.
There's this.
Oh, yes, I have.
Like they always give them like a rotary phone or whatever, and they have no idea how to
Heather,
use it.
I
It's
have
amazing.
a Vine video that I made about 2 years ago. My son with a rotary phone, and it was the funniest shit. He goes, "Dad, what is this?" I go, "That's a phone." He goes, "How do you call?" I go, "Show me." And he didn't know what to do. He started hitting the phone, like the numbers. He didn't know that you were supposed to turn the numbers like that.
Oh, they don't
He had
know.
no idea. He was hitting it.
Did you ever see the video where there's this little cute? She's actually Asian, little cute Asian baby, and the video was this baby doesn't know how to turn a page in a magazine because the baby had been raised on an iPad.
Oh, my God.
So when they gave the baby a magazine, she was like this.
Oh, swiping.
I'm getting
love
all
it.
pissed.
Yeah.
Technology has changed so much in 35, like probably the most in this 35, 40 years
Yeah.
than it has ever.
Oh,
like,
totally.
crazy.
It's like we just think about it. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have internet. We didn't have computers.
How embarrassing is it that these kids don't even know about two-way pagers and beepers? No, I'm being serious.
No.
That was my life, bro.
Beepers?
When,
Oh my God.
when my beeper went off, I was like, what?
So
And
exciting.
then got to a payphone.
Payphone, dialed it up.
Where are you? Mm-hmm. I'm there. Stay there. Because if you
For
leave,
45 minutes.
if you leave, I don't know where else you're going to be.
No, it's true. That's how it was, man. Oh,
And this one. Tell me where you are so I can get directions. And then you had to find a motherfucker with the nickname GPS, and he had the actual directions to that
you had
place.
to use a map, like a real map. Like a real map.
Have you guys even heard of a Thomas Guide?
You remember? Hey,
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
Thomas Guide.
Thomas Guide,
But
yeah.
you know what my favorite was? Is my sister and I were the best at taking down directions. We knew how to break it down to like left at Baskin Robin, blah, blah. Like, oh, we were good. We mastered that art of finding, like telling directions to people. We were really
Yeah.
good.
Well, I mean, like this goes back, and not to say anything about kids, but I think kids aren't as bright because they don't have to remember things anymore.
No, I mean, they
they
don't-
can just look it up like that.
No, and the other thing is that they don't have to. Like I was telling my daughter, I'm like, your parents used to know your friends because they would call the house and they'd say hello and they go, "Oh, hi, Mrs. McDonald. May I please speak to Heather?" "Oh, sure. Is this Liz? 1 second, Liz." And also, they knew how to speak to a parent. And if you would have to speak to the parent, not only would you have to memorize the number, but call, speak to the parent, wait, talk to them. I mean, that's the other problem too. It's like it's hard to get to know everyone's parents and stuff because we're not having contact. The kids are. I mean, I asked for the parents' phone and stuff, but
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. Yeah, they don't have to memorize any numbers and or anything like that.
Well, like I feel handicapped. Whoa, I feel handicapped because I can't even back up my car now without a backup camera.
Oh, my God.
I was like, what is? I can't do it anymore.
Tell me about it.
I was like so confused. Like I didn't know how to
Tell
navigate
me about it.
backing up my
Yep.
car into
Oh
a
my
spot
God.
without a back. That's how this technology has made me handicapped.
And I got mad that
Yeah.
there was no backup camera.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this mirror? I can't see shit.
Do you know what's really scary?
I was nervous. I was stomping on the brake, pumping. I was like, I don't need something's supposed to tell me how many feet I am from this wall.
Or when I'm like, I'm on the phone, like Bluetooth talking to my husband, and I'm backing up or something or doing something, and it's going beep, 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 beep. He's like, stop, just stop.
Yeah,
Stop. I'm like, no, it's fine. I know it's freaking you out, but like, I'm actually fine.
Yeah. But you know what I like is when you do have the backup cam and you're backing up and somebody honks at you and you're like, come on, dude, I got a backup cam. You should know this. Everybody has a backup cam. You know?
Yeah.
No, it's serious. They honk at you for no reason. Everybody has a backup cam. They do. I get mad.
What else is happening?
I get mad when people honk at me when I'm backing up because I got a backup cam.
What kind of car do you drive? What does insider money get you?
An Audi.
It's
A5.
Gangster.
Black on black. Tinted windows.
Yeah.
Holla.
Yeah, it is a nice
Are you still at the W?
Yes. I love the W. I love it.
Hey, hoes out there, if you want to.
Hey, hoes.
Yeah.
I got a girlfriend.
He lives at the W.
I got a girlfriend.
Finally. Who is it?
It's a girl named Claire.
Yeah.
How long have you been dating her for?
A year and like 2 months.
Oh,
yeah. She's the one.
I think I met her then.
Yeah.
I think I met her at something.
I met her too.
At the party.
Yeah.
Chelsea's party.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the one.
I met her, and
when are you going to ask her to marry you?
Well, when I told her that I couldn't date her, she was like, "What do you think of Michael Yo?" And I was like, he's a nice guy, but I'm busy.
Yeah.
I'm busy. You know what I mean, Heather?
That's
I'm always on the road.
But that's
I don't have
nice.
enough.
That's why you're so nice. Is that
I'm
you're
a good
like
friend.
Let me see if you would you like my friend. It's a Christian thing to do.
I met her.
That's your way of doing Christian service. Is you give girls away to your friends that you are not available today.
Oh, that's so nice.
It's like really nice.
Oh, thank you,
I met her a year and 3 months ago, and you met her
a year and 4 months ago.
A year and
I didn't let you get away with that one.
No, she's a sweetheart.
No, she's amazing. Well, and I want to ask you, is the proposal... Okay, here's the thing. Should you make the proposal big, or if they're all about family, should you do it around family? That's the questions I have.
I think you should do it with her and you. But
I do
make
too.
sure you record.
I think you absolutely do the really cute thing.
Yeah.
And you go to the parents' house.
You know why?
And you ask the parents before.
Uh-huh. How long before do you ask?
Like, it could be like a week or two.
Wait, is this for real? Are you announcing this shit live on our pod?
No, I'm not I'm just going through my head, like, if I were to get engaged,
really
like, how do you do? I have no idea how to do it.
I think really plan something out, and really in it, you've got to come up with, either in your speech or something, like, what is the thing you've dated all these beautiful girls in your life? Because I've seen your other girlfriends, and you always had beautiful girls. So this girl obviously is beautiful too on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
But what you got to come up with a thing that, like, maybe no guy's ever told her, something really special about her that she hasn't been complimented on before, something that makes her soul special, and make that part of the engagement too. Whether you put it in the card or you say it, that thing that like she does that she may have never noticed.
A card? You need a card too?
No, but whatever. Either you say it or whatever. But you got to include that. Like, the reason I want to spend the rest of my life with you.
Too?
Or
I
that
have to
time.
I have to write it down.
Like,
this is a serious moment,
you
Joe.
have to say like when was your aha moment of falling in love? It has to be like when you did.
She's
this.
everything I'm not.
Like when she did this one thing or whatever. Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. Now, how'd you get proposed to?
He was drunk on a golf course, and she was digging through his pockets. And
the only thing
there's a ring in there.
I knew what was happening that night because we talked about getting married, and I was doing this show on MTV called Lyricist Lounge, and we were finishing. And I said, let's not do it till I'm like done with this season. Let's do it. Sometime on the 16th. We'll go out to dinner. I don't know. I don't want to see the ring. I don't want to know where we're going. So then he planned it, and like he did really plan it nicely. And it was like my favorite song was playing in the car, and I didn't even know it. And then we went to in Calabasas. Hold on. Oh my God.
Oh no, she forgot.
Oh my God. Wait, hold on. What is it?
Oh my God.
It's like this meat. It's like old.
It serves meat.
Mike, can I say something though? Can I say something, Mike?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Her husband doesn't give a shit that she forgot.
No,
Peter
hold
has.
on. What the name is it?
He's golfing right now.
Saddle Peak Lodge. Saddle Peak Lodge in Calabasas.
Oh, that's a good place. I've been there.
It's very nice,
It's
very
very
romantic,
nice.
and it was Christmas time, so it was very beautiful.
Aww.
And then in between the meal, like we went out to a special spot that the people had told him to go to, and then I got my diamond, and he got on the knee, And he did say, "Will you make me the happiest man in the world and spend the rest of your life?"
Joe's bored with
Okay,
this.
can I? No, I'm
Sorry,
not.
I'm just saying.
He hates touching moments
Can you?
on the
No,
show.
I don't. I love it,
Go
and
ahead.
I'm very. That's very neat that you're taking that next step, Michael. I'm so proud of you.
Well,
This is very good.
don't possibly.
Well, you put it out there.
No, I mean she's probably the one.
Good thing she doesn't listen to the show.
Yeah, that was actually she does. Everyone, we're with Heather McDonald.
Heather McDonald.
This is kind of like
Have
a
you
reunion.
guys missed me?
Yes.
Since we've
Yes.
ended our days at Chelsea lately
Yeah.
on
Well, you were always
26th.
snobby, anyways.
Are you kidding me?
She was always
I was
nice
a
to me.
delight.
Well, every time I walked in, okay, here it is.
Oh, here
Heather's
I can't
nice when
believe-
she has her jeans and her like casual clothes on, but the minute she put on her Nikon outfit that she always wore on the panel, fucking snobby, just fucking snooty, and
It's
didn't
just
want
that-
anything to do it. Like look right past you. Are you ready, Joe? And then like she's talking to me, but then I'd have to look over my shoulder because it looks like she's not talking to me.
It was game face.
There was
Listen,
another
it was
Joe.
game face and I was probably in heels, which is intimidating to people who are short. Or
I'm
and
5'11".
I
thank you
know,
very
You're
much.
not 5'11", Joe. Stop lying about your height.
well, those shoes have a nice heel.
Yeah, I have a lift.
do.
I get lifts.
That is true.
Go on, Heather. Keep talking.
No, so yes, but when we were on the panel together, we always had fun. We always had good chemistry, and it was always fun. And I was on the panel with you all the time too.
Yeah.
Like we always had good
I
times.
loved it. I loved the original
there
guy.
was,
I like-
there was like nobody I didn't like being on the panel with. Us. I was like, it
Joe
was
and
good.
I were talking towards the end. It was
Yeah.
so fun to go back on with just original people.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, because we wouldn't even get to topics. We would just
right,
have fun.
Yeah. Well, for
But
like
there was
two,
something
for like
organic,
2
too.
years in the middle, they were kind of like took us all off and didn't have us on.
Yeah,
as
what
often.
happened with that?
They just were into this idea of like, let's let. They said if we don't give new people more of a chance, then no one's ever going to like pop and be part of the group, and so we're going to take you guys off. And I'm like, well, I never understood that because I'm like, you could have 3 A's every night.
Yeah.
You could have 3 A's every night. Why not have 3 A's every night?
Yeah.
Who cares? You know, that's what the show is. It's a fun cast.
And that's what
And
people
wanted
loved.
and missed. And so they gave other people chances, and some people did okay, but it was like very rare. That one or two kind of became irregular.
Yeah.
Like, and then finally towards the end, they're like, okay, we'll just have our fun people on at the end.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, we could have done this every night.
I mean, working on the show, that must have been tough to be told, hey, you're not going to be on as much, right?
I went from being on once a week
Uh-huh.
to once every other week to once every 3 weeks.
Really?
So I was the only person that, as my star rised, I got demoted on television. And then my husband goes, you know what? It's almost like what they do to salespeople because he's like in business. He goes, you're killing it. You get this whole big area. You're selling all this stuff, and then they'd go, okay, we're going to cut your area in half now.
Yeah.
And like I don't know why it was weird. I didn't get it, but
But
I was there and I was getting
it
my
couldn't be
health
from the
insurance.
network, though, because Chelsea
No,
ran
it
her
wasn't
own
from.
thing.
No, it was
Oh,
from
okay.
Chelsea. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heather, I hate to switch gears,
Go, switch it.
but you are close with the Kardashians.
Yes. I'm not that close, but yes. I mean,
Oh,
I'm friends with them.
bullshit! That's all you ever said on Chelsea. See,
That
this
is
what
true.
I'm talking about.
That is true.
I am friends with them, but it's
Oh,
not like
come
It's
on.
not like I'm talking to them on the phone weekly.
Heather, you're so full of shit right now.
give it
All
to
you
me.
ever said on Chelsea is that they were your best friends, and you
They
always
are my
referred
friends.
and you referred to everybody by their fucking first name as if we knew you were talking about a Kardashian. We
I
didn't
think
know.
people do know when you say Chloe, Kim, Courtney.
Well,
Chris.
but you would even
Kendall,
say
Kylie.
K, like KK is fucking coming over or something
The
like that. You
K's.
would
I
have-
call them the K's.
So, anyways, I went to your house last night. There's a goddamn Bruce Jenner Wheaties box on your table.
I know because I.
Yeah, I
wanted
know
to keep
because
that
your
as a
best
memory.
friend. This is what I'm talking about, Drunk Brady. You see what I'm saying?
No,
The reason why we call him Drunk
listen,
Brady because he looks like
a drunk
Tom Brady if
out
he,
of shape.
if he didn't win the Super Bowl and he
yeah.
went down and out and started drinking.
Totally.
Yeah, totally. He's a fucking drunk.
Drunk Brady.
And now
Listen, no, I am friends with them. I've been friends with Chris for a very long time. I go to their Christmas parties every year, and like I'm probably closest to Chris of all of them.
Okay, let me ask you this. Are
Wait,
you
I wanted to
surprised-
ask my question.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you
Okay,
asked
go.
dumb questions.
No, I
Go.
didn't.
No.
I know. Go
I
ahead.
really want to know the scoop on Bruce. Like,
Okay, good,
and I
good
don't want like specifics, but is this like really happening?
It is
Yes.
The stuff that we see in the tabloids, is that real?
Yes.
Okay. And a ghost just closed our door. So,
Yes.
and that's
Or
the
when.
Bruce
And
Jenner
I'm-
spirit.
And
I
I'm,
know.
And I'm very, I'm surprised because even when we would like joke about it on the show and people would say, I really just thought it was like a vanity thing. I just thought like he was, insecure and was getting work done like anybody that's aging, you know. And I did not believe.
But were they
rumors.
noticing? Were the family? I mean, the family. Were they noticing that he had some type of tendencies, or he was going towards?
I mean, I've not spoken to them personally about it, but no, I think they were all very surprised as the rest of the world. I don't think it's like something that they saw coming.
I don't think he
even
would talk
5 years ago.
about,
I don't think it was any. No, I think it was something really he kept inside.
Wow.
The last time I talked to Bruce, where I really saw the capacity how he lived in the Kardashians, was we were at Khloe's wedding, and this is when Kourtney was going to have her first baby.
Yeah.
He's so disconnected from the rest of the family. I was like, I must be excited about the baby. He told me it was a boy. He told me the name. Like, I was like, you're not supposed to be telling me all this stuff. He's like, I don't know what's going on. He never knows what's going on on that show, and he doesn't care.
Bruce
just doesn't care. So I wouldn't be. He's part of the family, but he also was kind of on his own too, because he did what he wanted to do. He golfed all the time, and he just, and if they needed him there to shoot, he would shoot.
But I loved it when he was on that show because they treated him like shit, and I loved it. I thought that's what made the show so funny to me. Like the earlier episodes when he didn't fucking listen to Chris ever, and they had to send him into the doctor because they thought he was going deaf. And then when he went in, he had perfect hearing, and it was just, I thought that was funny.
But that's him in real life. Like, he really doesn't listen to it. He just does his own thing.
No, the show is really, really true to how they talk and act and react to each other. That really is, that whole part of it is true. I mean, I think it was one of the, definitely the more real reality shows.
Well, that's what I tell people. Everybody says, why is this reality show so big? Why? Because they're exactly off screen,
right?
Like they are on screen.
And they're a family. So it's like, it's not like the Housewives where they're cast or Real World where they're cast and put into a house. Mm-hmm. They really have history and they will fight. But the fact that they always stick together and nobody's really estranged or anything, and they always still make up. And I think people like that because they're like, oh, okay, they're family. And the family, like I always feel like, God, if Paris Hilton had clued in and gotten her aunts,
she would have been huge.
If she would have made a show, Paris, Nikki, the brother who's like, got the DUI, and then the aunts on Housewives, and made that their show, they would have been on. They would have been just as big. But her just finding a friend, that could only last for so long. But the relationships within the family is what makes it unique and last.
You know how that show came about? It was Ryan Seacrest just signed this big deal with E,
right? And
the Lohan show dropped out. And Lisa Berger was there at the time, and they were like, nobody thought it was going to do well.
Who's Lisa Berger?
She was the
president of E.
Under president of programming or whatever the title is. So she said, Ryan said, well, they got to give him 3 projects a year. Let's just throw this one on. They thought it was going to last like 6 episodes, and then it just blew up.
It crushed.
Just crushed it.
Yeah.
Crushed it. Now they're everywhere.
Now they're just a $1 billion corporation, aren't they? It's unbelievable.
It's huge.
I just when I shot keeping Kourtney and Khloe take Miami with them, just to see how much hate Khloe gets, it's really kind of sad. I mean, she gets so much hate.
But it's so amazing how they one thing that we all can take from them is to keep the blinders on. Yeah. And not to have your eyes on the prize like a racehorse, and do not let the hate get to you.
Yeah.
Post your thing, and sometimes it's fun to read the comments, but sometimes it's like, just don't, or you just block that person or whatever, because who needs it? And why do we focus on like the 2 mean people when we got like 25 nice things?
Exactly.
You're always like,
or
you try to defend yourself for some weird person that's, it's, so I've gotten better about that. Because it is hard.
It stirs you up. You know what I mean?
It does, but then you got to just look at your surroundings and just go, yeah, this guy doesn't have any of this cool shit I have. That's what I say every time.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
People with big egos do that.
Well, you should.
Yeah?
You know what? You should. We work hard for what we do, and we put ourselves I put everything on the stage. I give you everything that I have that I in my family and everything. I put it out there. So I'm sacrificing a lot, and I reap the benefits, and I had a hard life to get here. And I'm not going to let some dude that's living in the basement of his mom's fucking house to put me down. You know what I mean? I got all this shit on my own. And you're going to hate on me? Then hate. But
it's so weird when someone can say something. It's like, and they know what to say.
Heather, you know what I said?
They'll be like, no wonder Chelsea never liked you. Or something like mean like that. And I'm like, what? Like, But then you're like,
no, just
so
let that roll
mean.
off.
Yeah.
No, man. You know what I said to this one guy that I got into a full-on heckle battle with this guy in the thing in my show, and I had him removed, you know what I mean, from the show.
Yeah.
And he's cursing and whatever, getting kicked out and all that. And I go, dude, here's the thing, man. You are going to remember this night that you got kicked out of the Joe Coy show, and you're going to tell every fucking person you know, probably for the next 5 years, that Joe Coy's a piece of shit because he kicked me out because I was doing this, blah, blah, blah. And then I go, and I'm going to forget about you tomorrow.
But you didn't. You just
forget
talked
about
about
it.
it.
No, I did. I did.
No, you just talked about
No.
it.
Just talked about it.
No, what I'm trying to tell you
No,
is...
we know what
got
you're
it.
trying to say, but you just
I got
said
it, but you remembered it.
You remembered it.
And you made it a
Yeah.
podcast topic.
No, you're
Yeah.
totally...
That story is
getting-
garbage.
Yes.
That story makes no sense at all because
It does
You
make sense
remembered it.
because you guys are fucking assholes.
No.
Listen.
And what I'm saying is...
what you're
Drunk
saying.
Brady Gretz, he
What
get
you're
it, huh?
saying, what Joe is saying, Heather, what Joe is saying,
Yeah.
he'll never remember it after that night.
Right. But
Which
he
he
did.
just remembered
Yes.
it right now.
No,
Unless that night was
I
last
tell
night.
everything on stage too. There's nothing that
I'm
somebody
texting. I'm so...
could reveal about me that I haven't already revealed. That's like
Yeah.
the good thing too. Like there isn't like some secret child I gave up for adoption or like, oh, she was addicted to cocaine or and I didn't pay my taxes 1 year. Like there's nothing. Someone was like, bring it on. Like, what do you got against me? There's nothing I've done. And I'll just talk about my family and my friends. And if you don't want to stick around, then you can't reap the fun benefits of being part of my life.
Yeah.
That's deep. I like
That was real deep.
Heather, get deep on us.
I just
like,
know.
Heather's
I
got cute kids.
My kids are cute.
They're very cute. Drake is very handsome. He looks exactly like you.
He's a giant. He's getting so
The
tall.
little one looks like Peter. My favorite part that happened last night, Mike, and this brought me back to my childhood, and it's so neat to see a kid do something, and then it just sparks that old memory. He was getting ready for bed, and he came out to kiss his mom, and she goes, "Did you brush your teeth?" And he said, "Yes." And she goes, "Let me smell your breath." He goes, "You know what? 1 second. I'll be right back." And went back to the fucking bathroom.
That's hilarious.
Bro, I was crying.
That's awesome.
I go, that kid didn't even gargle.
I know, right?
He wasn't even near the water. He just turned the faucet on and probably just sat on the ground playing Tetris.
Can I ask you a question as parents?
Yes.
Are you ever scared that your kid's going to be ugly before you have them?
See, Mike, don't
I
say
never was
stuff
scared
like
of that. No.
No, like I get petrified. I don't want an ugly kid.
But you don't.
You're not going to have an ugly
But also,
kid.
you don't know. Like there's kids in stages. Like you sometimes you see a kid that's like
No,
15,
Heather,
and you're like,
Heather, I'm going to
"Ooh."
interrupt real
But then
quick.
they might get
Heather,
past
I'm
that
going to interrupt.
stage.
I'm going to interrupt.
What?
There's kids that have stages, and every stage is an ugly fucking stage. It's just 5 stages of fucking ugly. You were ugly at birth, and what the fuck happened now?
Full couple.
I'm sorry.
Here's
There
the thing,
are.
though. What is great is you can get your kid a nose job. You can get your flat daughter a boob job. You can help them out. God
That was
created.
the worst fucking advice. You have a column? Are you kidding
I
me?
believe in plastic
You can get
surgery.
your flat-chested daughter a
Yeah,
boob job?
why not?
You can
Why
help
the
them
hell not?
out.
Why the hell not? You're the one whose genes made them that way. So if they're not cute, you should pay to make them that way.
I love it.
Like, absolutely. God created plastic surgeons just like he did, farmers.
And here's some advice. That was the stupidest thing again. I will say this. Heather recommended plastic surgeons, but don't go to Mexico and get a bootleg surgeon.
No, definitely not.
No.
Definitely not.
Pay the goddamn money.
Go to
I don't
Beverly Hills
understand these
plastic
people.
surgery.
There's a woman
they're
that
like-
just died.
yes,
There's a
yes.
woman that just died for having butt injections.
Oh, so many
because
people
she
have died
went-
from the butt
No,
injections.
but Heather, she's going to a bootleg butt injection place.
Have you seen
It's
that
like
show-
you don't do that. You go to a certified guy that's doing this. That's you know what I mean. Like that's
You know what I can't stand is when girls say, "Oh, I'm gonna go to this doctor because he's $1,000 cheaper." It's
No,
like,
what is
this?
that?
Is your body?
This
Go
is
to
your
the
face.
best doctor. It's like, did you see? He has this show called Botched or something.
Yes, I love Botched.
This lady had
can't watch
cement
that
in her
show.
ass.
What?
Somebody
Semen.
injected cement.
Oh, yeah.
Cement.
Yeah, he said semen.
He
Oh,
said
cement.
semen, and I was
Semen.
like,
Cement. I was
okay.
so
Yes,
fired up about it.
Cement in her
into
ass. Yeah.
Are you
That's what a
kidding
lot
me?
of people
Yes.
were doing.
What? What do you mean? A lot of people are doing
Like
that?
a lot of bootleg parties,
Yeah.
people by putting the cement in their ass.
But what
Somehow
is that going to do? It's
make
going to
it
turn
big.
into a rock.
That's what you kind of wanted, I guess. I don't know. It's so awful.
Weird.
The big ass thing is it's just out of control.
Hey, how about squats?
Well, you
Hey,
can't
maybe run up a hill.
No. If you don't have an ass, you don't have
an
that.
ass.
Yeah.
You don't have an ass.
But I don't know.
But there's more to your life than that. Then like you have other qualities. So then
you have a long back. You have a long back that goes right to your knees.
It's an extended cab.
You know what you have? You have a back with a fucking crack right at the bottom of it. If you don't have an ass. I have been sagging my whole life.
Ass is like remember, ass is the new boobs. It really is.
And it's a trend. It's a trend. It's going to go back to boobs. I'm telling you, everybody's getting these surgeries, and then in about 5 years, it's going to go back to boobs.
And then, and when people got too big of boobs, now everybody's taking out and getting smaller, so you look athletic and young.
It's like Pam Anderson in the barbed wire. Like every woman had that around their arm.
Yeah.
That was a mistake.
How long have you been married, Heather McDonald?
14 years.
Wow. 14 years.
Yes.
How old is the daughter?
She is 15.
Are we allowed to talk about this daughter?
Yeah. So he met her mom and conceived her probably like the weekend before meeting me. Then didn't date after that.
Holy shit! I just brought it.
Yeah, you did, Joe.
I'm
Way to
so
bring
sorry,
that up.
Heather.
Way to bring it up, Joe.
So
do your research, buddy.
So then like 9 months into our relationship is when he realized he was a dad. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, okay, well, what are you going to do? He's like, well, I'm going to, pay and see her every other weekend and, be part of her life. And
how old was he at the time?
He was 33.
Okay,
34.
so he was established.
Yeah, and then, but it was weird because then my friends were like, when I shared it with a couple people were like, you should run for the hills. Like, this is going to be a huge nightmare. And it wasn't good with the mother. And it was already turning into like a weird Lifetime movie. And I was like, oh, but then I thought, wait
you
a
really
minute.
loved him.
No, I thought, he's doing the right thing and she's a healthy girl, and it's not like he had triplets. It's one girl who's healthy. And I don't know, maybe I'll never be able to have kids. Why would I give up a daughter and a husband? And I go, and you know what, if I break up with him and like he had this expedition at the time and I go, in about a year and a half, there's going to be some other girl sitting in that front seat with a baby in the back seat and she's going to have a great freaking life and I'm going to be still hanging out at Stratton's or whatever the bar was. And I'm like, and I don't want that, so it would all work, but it all worked out so great because it was tumultuous and crazy. And then when she got to be about 11, her mom sort of decided it would be better that she lived with us full time to go to school. And now she's been living with us. She goes to the all-girl Catholic school I went to. She has a 4.0.
Yeah.
And she's a good girl.
She's a great girl. When
That's
I came
awesome.
over, she had her books right in front of her.
She's just
something my son will never do.
She's quiet. Like she's not my personality, but she's like very artistic and very smart. Like she wants to get into animation and like so it's like different qualities than what I have, but like she's just it's good. It's like all it all worked out. Like I just kept imagining like her graduating from this high school. Like I worked The Secret, and I kept imagining her in this white dress graduating from this high school, and I couldn't believe when it happened.
And your love for her is just
not
as
happen.
deep.
It will happen in 2 years.
And your love is just as deep for her as the other two boys.
Yeah, I mean, it's like she is the firstborn because we had her from. Like, we got her every other weekend from the time she was 2 weeks old. So it's like, we never had really much time alone.
Does she have a good relationship with her real mom?
No.
No. So does she call you mom?
Yeah, she always did. kids, sometimes people get really upset when they break up and they find out that their child is calling the new mother or father by dad or mother. And what they have to realize is that kids don't want to appear different. So if they're out, and especially when they're young, they know what a mom is. So if a woman is acting like their mother and they're little, like say they're like 4, it happens all the time. They'll start going mom to the stepmom or dad to the stepdad. And the real parent gets so hurt by that. And it's like, they know who their parent is. Don't get mad because they want to.
Yeah, no.
They just want that feeling. They know what it is. And it's like, it's just like when a kid is, doesn't want to speak his parents' native language outside the home. He doesn't want to appear different. You know, it's like they want to just. So it's not a big thing.
That's
when that happens, and people should not be so sensitive about it.
That's pretty.
Do you remember
cool.
the first time she called you mom?
It just started when she was a baby.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
so
really?
Like, yeah.
Well, she's been there. Yeah.
I mean, and then she just, I don't even remember when it was. I mean, sometimes it would be Heather, but then it hasn't been. It's been mom for so long now.
The only thing I'm scared of, if I ever was to like marry a person with a kid, is that kid coming home and say, "You're not my real dad." Oh, I would be so mad. I don't know that angers.
She's never said that.
That would anger me so bad. Yeah, because your real dad's not here.
Exactly.
I would go off on them about it, and I was always petrified
Right.
about that moment. You're not my real dad.
Yeah, but then you also have to put yourself in the kid's shoes and just remember that
I know that
he's just saying it or she's just saying it because she's a kid and she doesn't really know what she's saying.
I get that.
Yeah.
But
like you can't be hurt by your kid's words. Really,
I do. My son has hurt me a couple of times where I'm like, whoa.
What'd he say?
Not what he says is what he does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's like, does this kid not realize what daddy does for a living and that I'm putting out that effort? You know what I mean? To make sure that daddy is involved in your life. You know what I mean? Because I get it. I am gone Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But when I'm home Sunday, I want you to know I'm here. You know what I mean?
The only time I got really mad is we were in Atlantis, which is the greatest thing ever. I'm doing stand-up in Atlantis and
amazing.
going down
is
the
it
tubes.
amazing there?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta go.
There's the comedy club, but I was lucky enough to get in the theater, so I just had to do one show a night for 2 nights.
Wait, is it a place for kids?
Atlantis? Are you freaking kidding me? You
no,
don't know what it is?
That's all I wanted to hear. No,
that's all the water slides and the tubing, and you're right on the Bahamas. And Peter and I did not realize, we were bummed because we would have had to stay with the kids most of the time because we can't let them run around by themselves. But there is a beautiful adult-only pool that was like with
Get
the
drunk
DJ
here.
and everything. And then right across the way is all the Atlantis stuff. And it's casinos and it's Nobu and it's beautiful food. It's in the Bahamas. And oh my God, it's the best.
Yeah.
It's the best. So, but somehow Drake said something like, because we went in August and he said, yeah, but you don't have a job anymore because Chelsea got canceled. And I was like, it was not canceled. She went on Howard Stern and said she doesn't like him anymore. It was ended. I'm like, it was not canceled. Like, I got so mad. I'm like, stop saying that. I'm like, people are around listening. And Chelsea lately was not canceled.
No, she left.
I'm like, no, she chose not to do it anymore. That is different than getting fired or being canceled.
Yeah.
That was the one time I got really pissed at him.
Yeah, and you let him feel it.
Yeah, I go, don't stop saying that.
But
like, you're being a dick.
Did he feel it?
Yeah.
Did your son feel it?
Yeah, I say that all the time, like, you're being a dick.
And I'm so happy you said that because as a parent, I say that on stage. I curse at my son. I let him feel it. I'll say you're being a dick, Joe.
Oh, I've said,
and let them feel it because I don't think they really know words.
Yeah.
Words do hurt, but sometimes they got to know that that you are hurting me, and now you brought me into a bad place. I even say that at the end of every time I get into an argument with my son, which is not an argument. I just let him. I lash out, and I go, Joe, you brought me to that spot. Right. You brought me there. I'm a happy dad, and you know I'm a happy dad. But your actions bring me to bad dad.
Yeah.
So I want you to know the reason why I said these things to you is because of your decision. You made me say this because he does it, and they know it. They know they're saying it. Like I said earlier,
they know what buttons to push.
Yeah,
they know what buttons
one time when I said,
you gotta let them know.
One time I said, you're a dick. I go, you're being a dick, and he goes, well, if I'm being a dick, then you're a vagina. And I go, you know what?
Man. See,
that's
Heather,
hilarious. That made me laugh.
Yeah, that is
actually made me kind of laugh. I go, well, whatever. You don't say it that way. I'm saying you're being a jerk. I'm like, that's what a dick means. When I call you a dick, it means you're being a jerk.
Yeah.
And but like, you know, but then I like it when he like defends me because like I was going on the plane and I said, Peter, could you download the movies like on my iPad or whatever so I can watch the movies? And I asked him yesterday, and then, you know, and the next day I'm going on the plane. I'm like, did you download the movies? Like, no, I didn't. And I go, really? It's like the one thing I asked for. Now I'm going to be on a 5-hour plane. I'm not in first class. I don't have the separate TV that you can order.
Always in first class.
And then then Drake goes, yeah, Dad, that was kind of a dick move. And I was like,
nice.
Thank you. Thank you
Good.
for recognizing that. I asked for so little.
Does your son get your back?
No, he mostly has my husband's back, but he will
it's a guy
now.
bond.
But now he will start to realize, like, it was really great. Like the other day, Peter woke up and he's like, "Who left the garage door open? Drake, did you leave the garage door open? You know, Mom, did Mom leave the garage door open? It was open all night." And I go, "No, like I did not go out there." And I'm like, I'm starting to like do the dishes, and I'm like, fuck, is this like, you know, Julianne Moore and Still Alice? Do I have Alzheimer's? Did I go out there? I was like, did I go out there and open the garage? Like, I really don't know.
Yeah.
And so then we just got set up these video cameras. So he went back to his office to look in the video cameras to see who had left it open. Okay, ready to nail like one of the kids or me. And Drake comes out and he goes, "Oh my God, Mom, it was Dad. It was Dad this morning. He's talking on the phone. He's opening it. He's walking around. He's not thinking because he's talking on the phone." I walked out. And then my husband comes out and he goes,
yeah.
I'm like, oh, it's funny when you mess up, you know? And so I'm so glad now because now Drake's like, I do have a little witness of like, oh my God, yeah, Dad, you know, when you're wrong, you just laugh about it. But when we're wrong, you like won't let us up.
I will say this: their relationship is very funny. Like, you remember how Chelsea used to bad talk Peter all the time on Chelsea, like just made him out to be just a fucking horrible person. And then, of course, Heather would just feed into it. You know what I mean? You did. Don't act like you did it. But it was for TV. You know what I mean? Whatever.
I was honest. I shared things.
But they are funny together. Like, he was cooking pasta, and then he just broke off and started eating some other shit. And the pot and the puddle, the foam that when the pasta is being overcooked and is spewing over. And then Heather is near the stove. Peter's fucking stuffing his face away from the stove. She could have easily turned it off. And I pointed at Heather. I go, the stove, it's about to boil over. And she looks at it and looks right at Peter and goes, "Are you going to cook your pasta? Are you going to take care of the pasta?" And he runs over and takes care of it.
That's hilarious.
Like, instead of just turning off, she was right next to the stove.
Well, I didn't know when it started. I was like, you were the supposed one to be watching
Heather,
that.
Heather, it's not that you knew when it was started. It was boiling over. All that she had to do was turn
it off.
Turn the knob or move the pot. But because she was right next to it. She looks at Peter, who's like
across
90 feet away eating caramel popcorn, enjoying the moment. And she goes, "Are you going to fucking take care of your pasta? Take care of your pasta."
And he has to run all the way across.
He ran all the way back over and made his pasta. It was funny as shit.
Well, let me tell you.
Then one more story. No. So she's talking about how they're going to go to the Bahamas or something. Where was it?
Cabo.
They're going to go to Cabo, and it was for 3 days. The first night he loses his passport, right? This was
Joe Francis's wedding at Puerto Vallarta.
Puerto Vallarta. Yeah. The first night the airplane crashes, so they get reverted and brought back to LA, right?
Right.
And then, so now they missed the first day of this trip, this 3-day trip. So the next day, he forgets where he puts the passport, right? And Heather's like, "You know what? I'm fucking going."
I did. I had the cab.
Heather, let me tell the story because it's more fun if I say it.
You tell it. You tell it.
Heather goes,
"It's better if I say it."
Mike. Heather goes, "I'm fucking going." You know why? Because we already missed the first day, and we're losing the second day because you don't know where your passport is. You knew where the passport was last night. I'm out the fucking door. I'm going, and I go, "Heather, you're just gonna leave your husband?" She goes, "He would have done it in a heartbeat." He would have left me.
He would not. Peter would not.
Can I just tell you, when I gave birth to my second son, I had this very bad cough, and they gave me this cough medicine. Okay, the kind that I could take. Anyway, I think I basically coughed out the baby. The baby came out 2 weeks early. The minute the baby came out, first of all, while I was like pushing in the because he got born at like 4 a.m, all of a sudden Peter decides he has a cough too. So he starts taking my cough medicine, and he's about to fall asleep. So when the baby's about to be born, and he's coming out, the nurse is like, "Dad's going down, Dad's going down." They all tend to him. Okay? Then the baby comes out, and he takes a picture with the baby, gives the baby to my sister, and is like, "I got to go home." He gets home. He goes into the master bed. My mom is in the master bedroom because she's taking care of the kids. And he crawls into bed, and she goes, "Well, what, did you have the baby?" He goes, "Oh, yeah, it's a boy." And he just passes out, another boy, and just passes out. She gets out of the bed. They come back the next day. I'm like, and when everybody goes, "Oh, did your husband stay in like the man, couch next to you for 3 days?" I'm like, "No, he left."
Oh my God.
So don't you think I was thinking that when he couldn't find his fucking passport?
Yeah.
I was like, this is
Good for
payback
you.
for that
Good
coffee, for the coughing medicine. And
she
falling
went
asleep.
to the airport and left his ass.
Oh, you
at the
left?
house. Yes.
I had the cab driver take him back to the hotel. And I said, "You take me to the airport."
That's
and
amazing.
And then he looked and looked. It was on him in his suitcase the whole time. Got back into the cab, got to the gate. I go, "Fine, you're here." And he goes, "Give me your phone." I go, "Why?" He goes, "Because I left my cell phone in the cab."
Can you believe that?
I thought you were going to
So he had to run back through security and get his phone because he had to call the cabbie. You know what I mean? You know that thing where you do "I lost my phone" thing? And then it rang the phone, Mike, and then the cabbie picked it up, and he goes, "Hey, can you bring it back?" And he was like, "Well, can you get it from..." He goes, "Look, I'll give you $100 if you turn back around."
Oh, he turned around.
So he paid $200 to the same cabbie because he made that cabbie run every stoplight to get to the airport so he doesn't miss the flight. Then he left his phone in it, and he had to give him another $100 to bring that phone back.
So we get to the wedding. Very
this guy's
fun,
a train wreck.
Very fun wedding. And then that was in November, and we made plans to have dinner with them in December. And when I emailed them both to verify the restaurant, they said, "We're having some marital difficulty, so we're not going to be able to make it." And that was it. It lasted 3 weeks. The wedding.
The what?
The marriage.
Wow.
Yeah. But now he's happily with someone else, and she's
My friend,
so is she.
Let me tell you this.
It was a 3-week marriage.
I was at my friend's wedding. I was back there before he went out.
Bad luck all around.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. He looks at me and goes, "I shouldn't be doing this."
What?
He goes. I'm
at
doing
the wedding, the day of.
No, before he's about to walk out.
Yeah.
No.
He goes, "I shouldn't be doing this. I'm doing this because I owe it to her.
No.
We've been together for 7 years. I owe it to her." He goes out, gets married, gets divorced 3 weeks later because she's been cheating on him the whole entire time.
Oh, with whom?
Well, I don't
Randoms,
know.
strays.
Yeah, but the
Alley
thing, he was
cats.
cheating too. Like they both were cheating. You know.
Why get married? It's awful.
Now you got to think about that.
Oh no! I don't cheat.
Okay.
So I'm not worried. And
Heather doesn't cheat.
No, I've never cheated.
yeah.
Never.
And my
Never
girl would
cheated.
never cheat.
Yep. And
Yeah.
Peter's always on the golf course.
Yeah, I know. That's
And
like
Peter
a
is
good
in the
thing.
club.
You know who Peter
Because
is?
I opened up for Heather in Las Vegas, and I went to the club with Peter. This dude
We
is a
like-
dancing machine.
Is he really?
We like
Oh,
to
they
go
love
to the
it.
club
They were
in
awesome
Vegas.
to
Like,
watch it.
that's what's fun to do Vegas. Like,
Yeah.
I like to go to the nightclub after and like rip it. And
Yeah,
be,
it
like,
was fun to be with
Get
them.
your like bottle service and
Can I
have
say
fun.
something about Peter though?
What?
You remember the show Martin?
Yeah.
You remember Tommy?
Uh-huh.
I think Peter's the white Tommy. No one knows what the fuck Peter does. But
Yeah,
man,
just
he
shows
lives,
up.
but lives a good goddamn
Yeah,
life.
Just shows up.
He took me to a club. What is it called? A country club
Yeah.
for my son's science. Beautiful, Braemar.
Yeah.
I go.
You should
Hey man, how
join.
much? Listen to this. You should join. I go. How much is it? He goes. Oh, membership, man. It's fucking amazing. And in my head, I'm like, how the fuck are you paying for this, Peter?
I am.
No one knows what the fuck you do. I know what Heather does.
Yeah.
In my head, I'm going. Heather probably has a membership.
Yeah.
But Peter, what the fuck are you doing here?
Lives the good life.
Oh, good. Oh my God, bro. Top
he's a
notch golf balls.
Is he
He's
in
a
stock?
kept man. He's a kept man.
Yeah.
No,
He's a good
no,
guy. I love
honestly,
Peter.
He's a great guy.
Honestly,
Great
he
guy.
he is a
Great
realtor
dad.
and a mortgage broker, and he handles all of our stuff, and he does invest very well. But we're kind of at a stage where it's like, no, it's like, I don't know. Does everybody tell their wife they can't take, a yoga class all day? I don't know. I mean, yeah, it gets annoying sometimes when he's at the golf course all day long. But when I see, are you ready for a threesome today?
Yeah. Go ahead.
We just
I
posed
know.
for a selfie right
That
then.
was so
by the way.
funny.
I know that means he's meeting 2 other middle-aged men to play golf, and it's not 2 whores. Like, I know it is.
That was good.
I mean, I really do. Like, I know.
Yeah.
So,
Hey,
and he is really great with the kids. I mean, he goes on the grade link and she checks the grades. I mean, there's no way I could have this career.
They still send report cards out?
No, yes, but
Yeah.
you can also like check things every day on the
yeah,
computer.
every day
Like,
on the
be
computer.
full Big
Every
Brother.
day. You
Oh,
know,
wow.
I know what my son's
You know
like.
where they got a quiz or a
Oh
homework
my
stuff.
goodness!
I know
was,
they have
I thought
homework.
it was bad when we got one every 6 weeks.
Yeah, no, you
To
can't
know-
get away with shit. And it's like, but I have to say, like, that's why there are so few female comics that are married with kids that are actually on the road and stuff, because it's hard for them to find a husband, or it's hard to find someone that would support their life to go on the road. And he's always like, go, he's never said not to go. And then if I say, should I do this gig? He's like, I said, I think I'll be tired. It's 2 weekends in a row or 3. He's always like, well, then don't do it. Like, it's never like, it's always what I want. So I
Yeah.
feel really lucky for that, because I mean, I am so happy doing what I do, and it would suck if I couldn't do it because I chose to be a mom.
Well, you're a good mom, and you're a good wife, and
And a
you're
great
good looking.
comedian.
Thank
and
you.
And your book is called what again?
My books are Mine Appropriate Life.
What's the
and
one I have?
I don't know which one.
The
The other
balls.
one is You'll Never Blue Ball in This Town Again. That's like about all my dating life. And then
Where
Mine
can I get
Appropriate-
that?
You can get it anywhere. Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Kindle, audio version. I did the voiceover for both.
Nice.
My special is up for purchase.
Where is it?
It's
Amazon?
It's Amazon, iTunes, Target.
Nice.
It was on Showtime. They just played it again the other day. It's called I Don't Mean to Brag. I'm doing a lot of stand-up. I'm going to be in Palm Springs this weekend.
What's the date?
This weekend, 27 and 28.
27, 28. Where at?
At the Copa Room. It's like
Nice.
this gay nightclub. Very excited.
There you go.
Where are you
what
at, Michael?
else? Where are you this weekend?
I don't know.
Well, we
Well,
catch
what
you
do
on
you
the
mean you don't
Saturday.
know?
I don't know.
Let's see.
I'm
What
taking the
else?
week
I'm
off.
going to
Oh,
Dallas.
I'm doing 2 colleges in Texas.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I like doing colleges.
Yeah, I like doing the right ones.
Yeah.
You could. Yeah, but I'm doing the University of Texas A&M. I'm doing Texas A&M and
That's
University
awesome.
of North Texas. So
That's
yeah.
great.
Yeah, so that'd be cool. Yeah.
Heather
Yeah.
McDonald.
Yes.
That was amazing pod
It was
right
great.
there.
And
That was
we're gonna
awesome.
do-
Great
and we
advice.
talked about like when Joe and I are together, it's just just yelling at each other. But we're glad when content actually
No,
arrives.
we
Yeah.
go
We
to
talked about
content.
now we do. Now we do. But we talk about real stuff like
Yeah.
families and stuff like that. So I learned about engagements, and this is good.
Yeah. And
Kids
Thank you.
and how to be married.
How to
and
be married.
stay married.
to
And,
a kept man.
Yeah.
Just
And you know
pray a
what?
lot.
If and here's this is the PSA. This is Heather's PSA. And she went right in her column. If you're with your man and he's cooking pasta, make him finish cooking that fucking pasta.
I mean, if you're going to start it.
finish it.
I
Finish it.
offered him a turkey sandwich. I made you a turkey sandwich.
Oh, it was
I said, "Do you
delicious.
want?" No, he goes, "No, I'm going to have some of this pasta."
You know what I
All
love,
right.
Michael? You know what I love the most? She prepared me an amazing sandwich.
you.
Was it great?
Well, no, let me tell. You know what she did with her husband?
What?
Just left the ingredients on the. She goes, "You can make."
No, I
sandwich
didn't.
right there."
I did. That's not true. I said, "Do you want one too?" And he's like, "No, I'm gonna have this pasta." I would. I totally. I'm a very good sandwich maker.
He was such a man. He was just eating out of tubs. He was grabbing fucking Tupperware tubs and just cramming shit in his mouth. Then the water was spewing over, and then she's like, "Are you gonna finish the pasta?" It was the funniest shit. Anyways, Heather McDonald.
All right, where are you at this week? Wait, where are you?
Wait,
What?
we got to talk about the house flip. Your
House flip.
Oh, I'm doing. Well, flipping out starts in May on Bravo, and they did my house. So Peter will be featured. If you really want to see the real Peter in action, Jeff Lewis redid a couple of our rooms in our house for
That's
us.
awesome. And
Yeah.
that works where you actually have to pay the money, but they do all the work, right?
Well, she's friends
We'll
with
see.
them.
Well, you'll see.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sure, yeah, I paid the money.
Okay. Well, I need to get on this show then. I want them to
And-
flip my little place.
And I think Heather, you should start thinking about that pod. You should start.
I know. I
branching
want
off.
to do it. This has been. I know. I love doing this.
It was
It's so much
fun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I miss my friends.
Yeah.
Where you at this weekend?
I took the weekend off, you guys.
Good for you.
What's
I
next?
deserve
What's the
it.
following weekend?
I don't know.
Oh,
So you
okay.
don't know
Well, Go
either.
on your site.
Yeah, I really don't know where I'm at. But it's
JoeCoy.com.
somewhere- Go to joecoy.com.
Yeah.
But yeah, I took this week off. I was this 2 weeks beat the shit out of me, and I just want to rest.
That's
and
good,
just
yeah.
eat and sleep.
It's so nice when you don't have to go anywhere. Oh my god.
At Heather for
No,
McDonald.
It's, right. It's at Heather McDowell, Instagram, Twitter, and heathermcdowell.net for all my dates. And I have a bunch of dates for spring and summer and fall.
At Michael Yo.
And Michael Yo, make sure you go to the YouTube page and be a subscriber.
Yes, and I'm at Joe Coy, and I love you guys. This was great.
Later.
The reunion was great. I love
Yes.
you,
Wow.
and I miss you, Heather. And this was
We
fun.
miss you.
Thank
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Joe Coy, it's the Yo and Joe show, yo. It's the Yo and Joe show, yo. Hit your boy on the microphone with Joe Coy and Michael Yo.